A big part of opening day and the Del Mar racing season, of course, is a little bit of betting, and it's something that I really don't know a whole lot about, and I'm sure there's some Fox 5 viewers who'd like to learn a little more. So I'm bringing in Christian Hellmers, who's going to teach me a little something more about betting and what I should know. Now, you are a professional horse player. You have won over $1 million in tournaments over the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I have $20 here. What can I do with this?
How many million do you want to make?
Many, many millions, please.
Well, the first thing I always ask somebody is make sure you can lose the 20.
Okay, I can lose this 20.
All right, okay. This gets you set up so that you have total control over your money because the windows aren't always the best.
Why aren't windows always the best?
Well, because sometimes there's people in line, so this is a $20 voucher now. And when you're in line, who knows, you're kind of flustered. You might you might be a little anxious. When you're in front of a machine, you can kind of collect your thoughts by yourself. It's a little more quiet. The biggest key to betting is not betting. So that kind of sounds like an oxymoron or maybe a paradox, but literally you don't want to bet 80% of the races. You want to choose very few races and you want to slam them and slay them. Basically be the father of dragons, maker of gold chains. You literally, it's Comic-Con this weekend, so I can say that, right?
Say that.
But ultimately, you're trying to not be the person who's trying to chase money or trying to just make money out of nothingness. You actually literally strategically wait for the exact moment to pull the trigger.
How did you originally get involved with this? Because you're obviously very knowledgeable. You've been doing it for a long time, but there was a starting point for you.
Let's see, well, it started, my dad took me, and he was kind of like a wild one. He would just bet crazy stuff. But he and I both used to watch, football games when we were kids, and we try to predict things and try to understand, what is possible. You see certain things, certain teams improving. With the horses, he and I came, and then I got introduced to a class. Believe it or not, the racetrack offers classes on how to gamble. And then I kind of went to the next level. I went to UCLA and got a degree in engineering. Started putting a little math behind it. The value comes from disagreeing with the public. So the only way you're ever going to make money on horses is actually taking a stand. You cannot make money on this game betting in the obvious.
In following Hellmer's high-risk, high-reward advice, I walked away with about $6 for my original $20 bet. So in fact, about $14 in the hole. That's why it's called high-risk, high-reward. The three things that he wants you to remember are: number one, don't be afraid to ask questions. Number two, remember that you're playing to win. So 5-1 or 6-1 odds, he thinks that they're best. And number three, you don't have to bet on every race. The racing season here runs through September 2nd. Reporting from Del Mar, Tabitha Lipkin, Fox 5 Sports.